What's up everybody, welcome back. If it's your first time here, my name's Bam. Today I'm going to be showing you how I set up my live streams for mixing with a green screen and visuals. Let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do here is set up our table and our green screen to get ready for mixing, and then we'll get into the software. Alright, so once you have your mixer set up and your green screen set up, now you got to go to your computer and set up your camera and your audio. Alright, so now that we have the green screen set up and our webcam plugged in, let's go into the webcam settings and remove the green from the green screen so that we can see our visuals underneath. Alright, so once you have your green screen set up and your webcam plugged in, you're going to want to open OBS and start a scene for the webcam. So click the plus right here for scenes. I'll title it webcam, and then go into sources for that scene and add a video capture device. I'll title this webcam 2, and I'll select my source. For mine, I got to make sure that it is 1080p, and then we're good to go. Okay, so now you notice there's some extra stuff on the sides outside of where the green screen is. So if this happens to you, what you're going to want to do is shrink until just the green screen is showing. So I'm going to hold Alt, click this little square and drag it in, and do the same thing on all sides until just the green screen is showing. So once we do this, we'll have to remove the green from the green screen. So we'll right click on our webcam, go to filters. I know mine's cut off so you can't see it, but it's at the bottom of this little selection tab here. And then we'll click the positive sign here, then click chroma key. That's okay, and it'll automatically take out the green here for us. So we can just close that, and boom, our green screen is set up. So after that, we're gonna need to set up our visuals. So what we do here is add another source. This time have it be media source, and I'll just have it be video, because this is only if we're just gonna be playing back a standard video clip. But what you're gonna wanna remember is that your video file may not be long enough to play further than mixing is. So if you think it's going to stop, you're going to want to click loop so that your video will keep playing over and over while you mix. So then click OK, and your video will automatically start playing. You'll notice that it's in front of the webcam. You can't see me anymore. So what you're going to want to do is click and drag it under the webcam. Now your visuals are all set up. So audio setup, you can do it two ways, through the computer that you're mixing on or through a separate computer. I use a separate computer to do all of the recording, all of the live streaming, which in turn means that I record my audio through that separate computer. So now if we want to set up audio on the computer we're mixing on, it should automatically come through desktop audio right here. If you have any problems with that, just click on this little gear icon, then click properties, and then you can choose the device that is coming through. But most of the time, when you're mixing on the same device, it'll automatically be coming through. Now, if you're going to mix on a different computer than you're going to stream from, we'll have to do a little bit of setup to make sure the audio goes through. So what I do is I run a cord from my master channel of my mixer into my PC's microphone port. So it'll be an RCA on one end, aux on the other end. Once that's plugged in, you're going to want to go into the settings of your computer, and then you're going to go to System, Sound, and then go to the Input section. Make sure the device is the correct one, and then click Device Properties. Then up here, click Additional Device Properties, and a little page will come up, and you want to go to the Listen tab. Make sure to click Listen to this device. Once you do this, then OBS will be able to listen to the audio that's coming in and pump it out to whichever streaming service you use. All right, so now that you have your visuals and your audio set up, you can go ahead and start mixing. But I'm going to show you one more advanced technique so you can have your visuals actually go with your music. So this is what the visual software looks like. I know it looks a little bit intimidating, but I'll give you a simple way to start, and then it'll become easy from there. So start by right-clicking, then going Add, Media, Video File. And we'll add a random file. How about this one? So first what we're going to want to do is make sure that our audio source is the same as the audio coming in from our mixer. For now, I'm going to be using microphone and video broadcast. Just check yours and make sure it's the same one. What we're going to want to do to make this move with our audio is add an effect. So we'll right click, go to add, and for this effect we'll go to transform and scale. Our video comes out of this little magic box and it comes from this video file. So we're going to want to use these arrows and lines to route it through to the magic box. So I'm going to drag this line off, connect it to scale, and now we can use the scale to modify the video. As I drag up and down, you can see it changes what the video looks like. So I'm going to revert this back to 1, and I'm going to have X for all so it moves in all directions at the same rate. To have this go based on my audio, I'm going to click these 2 little circles, and now you can see as I talk, it gets bigger and smaller. But it's kind of small and in the background, so it's not existent when there's no audio coming through. One thing we can do to change that is to add a modifier to this. So click on this little equal sign right here. To make this bigger, we're going to want to click Offset Add and then set it to 1. This will make sure that the video is at 100% at a very minimum, and then it gets bigger when more volume comes in. So as you can see, the balls shake when I start talking, and it shakes kind of drastically, and you can tell once I change the video file. So if I use something slower like this, you can tell how rapidly it changes. If you want to make it smoother, just add another modifier called Smooth, and you can increase the rate right here so that it doesn't look so jittery. So one thing to mention is that you don't have to have the video just change by the volume. You can also have it change by the frequencies that are in the audio. So you can go to this feature section where volume is, go to frequency range, and then pick one of these frequency ranges. What I really love about this software is that there are endless combinations of effects that can make really cool changes to your video and give you a really unique live stream. Here are just a few examples of past live streams that I've done. In case anybody was wondering, this isn't a sponsored video. I found this software on my own and I paid for it. I used it many times already in live streams, and I definitely plan on using it a lot more. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comment section. I'd be happy to answer them. Make sure to like and subscribe because that would really help me out. See you next time.